I need to find a 5-star read soon or I'm gonna lose my mind. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Maddie if you're new here, and I post reading vlogs and bookish videos on this channel and the occasional travel vlog because my husband and I moved to Amsterdam recently. So welcome if you're new here, and today's video is going to be a summer reading vlog where I read summer romances for a week or however long it takes me to film this video because your girl has been in a reading slump. So I originally was going to film this video a few weeks ago, and I actually took a few videos at the park on my phone, and those were the clips that you watched at the intro of this video. And then I never picked up my camera again, but I did actually finish the book I was reading in those clips, which was Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. So I am going to tell you my thoughts on this book before I get into the book that I am reading currently. I was very excited to read this one because I've only heard amazing things about it, and personally I think I've rated every single one of Abby's books 5 stars. I've only read books by her that were in actually this interconnected standalone series. So if you don't know, there are 2 books that take place before this one in the same series, and I think most people don't realize that it's a series because you don't necessarily have to read them in order, but if you want to, the first one is Part of Your World, and then the second one is Yours Truly, which everybody's read at this point. So then this is the 3rd one, and honestly it was my least favorite. It is not a favorite of mine. I think I would give this 3 stars, which is still a good reading, and I enjoyed the book, don't get me wrong. I was in love with Justin, who is the male main character. I don't know, I didn't connect to this one, and it felt too good to be true at some points, which is weird because there was a lot of trauma, but it just felt unrealistic. Like, Justin was too good. A man like that doesn't exist. Which is horrible of me to say because I'm literally married. Men like this don't exist as far as I'm aware. I mean, I love you, Sammy, but you're not making a little survey for every single date that we go on, and it's not catered to every single thing I want. So this one just felt like a reach for me, and sometimes I want that. I either want it to be completely unrealistic and like full fantasy vibes, or I want it to be very real. And this was in the middle of that. Does that make sense? And it just didn't hit, okay? It just didn't hit for me. And the main thing that bothered me was all this talk about being and feeling small. And like, I get what she was trying to do with it, and I totally understand it. But once I saw Katie Whitrook's video, I hope I'm saying that correctly, where she read 1-star reviews of her 5-star books. It was for this book, and the review said, if I hear someone say the words being small again or talk about feeling small, I'm gonna lose it. And I watched that video of hers before I read this book, so then in the back of my head I was like thinking of that 1-star review, and then I did notice it every time the female main character talked about feeling small. It happened a lot. It happened a lot. And maybe I just don't like to talk about feelings, but it was just too much for me, personally. Personally, if you love this book, I completely support you. I love Abby Jimenez. I love her other books. I don't know, guys. I'm kind of in like a slump. I need to find a 5-star read soon or I'm gonna lose my mind. Okay, so now it's a few weeks later. I'm gonna show you some clips from the park today because Sam and I just went there to read, and then I'll tell you about the book I'm reading. Be back soon. Okay, so now I'm reading The Summer Will Be Different by Carly Fortune. Some of you have probably read her debut novel, which is called Every Summer After, and a lot of people have mixed reviews on that one. And you know what? I don't care. I love that book. I gave that book 5 stars. I haven't read her 2nd novel yet, but I definitely want to. However, I follow her on Instagram, and I know that this book came out recently, so of course I bought it a few weeks ago, and I started it yesterday maybe. I'm 100 pages into it. Not much to say yet. I'm liking it. I really do love Carly Fortune's writing. I will say it is like, it's a little steamy. The spice scenes aren't long at all, but she's effective. Carly Fortune knows what she's doing because I'm like, ooh, this, like, look how cute this book looks. And then there are things that are like, you know, it's best friend's brother trope. So that's interesting, you know, a little secret romance, forbidden romance. I'm really liking it. So maybe I'll update you guys if I read any more of this today. Be back soon. I just talked for so damn long. Okay, bye. Update for today. It's Sunday, the next day, and I actually woke up and read quite a bit this morning. I am now halfway through with the book and I really like it so far. It's not absolutely blowing my mind, but I'm having a good time. A few notes about this book. It is alternating timelines. So you're getting to see the characters when they first met, really, and then every year since then, and then how they're acting in the present. The main characters' names are Felix and Lucy, and then Lucy's best friend, Bridget, has a big part in this book, and she's keeping a secret or something, but I think I know what it is. I think everybody knows what it is. So I'll let you guys know if I'm right about that. And I don't know if I'm gonna read the rest of the night because the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders documentary or TV show on Netflix just came out, and me and Sam are in deep, and I want to watch a few more episodes of that and finish it tonight. So we're gonna go for a walk, and then I don't think I'm gonna read. I think I'm gonna watch that TV show and relive my competitive cheerleading trauma. I will update you guys tomorrow if I read any more of This Summer Will Be Different by Carly Fortune. Bye. Going to the park to read. It's the next day. You probably can't tell because I'm wearing the same tank top, but what are you gonna do about it? I got my work done this morning. I went to my workout class and the UV is high, so let's go to the park and read again. Let's try to get some color. Your girl needs some color. And I read a lot before I fell asleep last night, so I think I'm gonna get pretty close to finishing the book at the park, and then maybe I'll finish it tonight. I'll let you guys know. Bye. Hey guys, so it is much later, but I did actually end up finishing This Summer Will Be Different by Carly Fortune. I got all the way to the epilogue at the park, and then I had to run back for my Dutch lessons, and then I finished it after. And I'm glad I finished it at home because the epilogue made me emotional, and reading the acknowledgements at the end made me emotional too. It always makes me emotional hearing the writer like thank their husband, their kids, like the readers, their whole publishing team, because they are always so grateful. And I mean, they're writers, they know how to express their thanks, so it's just, it blows me away. I mean, as does Carly Fortune's writing. I did really like this book. It's not a new favorite. I was hoping it would be, but I do have to say I like her debut novel better, which is a pretty unpopular opinion. I feel like that book gets a lot of hate, and it definitely shouldn't. And then people seem to love this book by her. Like, this is their favorite book by Carly Fortune so far, like the book community, the booktok community, and what I've seen on YouTube. But this is not my favorite by her. It's only the second one I've read by her. I still need to read Meet Me at the Lake, but I don't know. It wasn't that 5-star feeling like Every Summer After was, but I did enjoy it. I love Felix. Of course, he's the perfect male main character. I mean, he was written by a woman. I love him. I absolutely love him. I just didn't feel like there were a lot of moments that were memorable. There were a lot of little cute things, but looking back at some of my favorite books ever, I can think of quotes from Happy Place, from Beach Read, from Every Summer After that I love. And there wasn't really a quote that stuck out to me in this book, maybe one. Look, I'm like, there's no quote that sticks out to me, and then I'm literally about to repeat it back. It was something about kindred souls, about how Lucy and Felix are kindred souls or something like that. I'll put a picture of it right here because I took a picture. That's the only quote that really stuck out to me. I think I would rate it 3.5 stars. It took me a while to feel invested in it. I don't know, I'm just disappointed, okay, because I haven't seen a lot of good things about it. And don't get me wrong, I liked the book, and it is a very good book. Carly Fortune is one of my favorite authors, which is a very bold statement of me because this is only the second book I've read by her. But I just love her. I follow her on Instagram. You know, she's Love that girl. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. And the friendship between Lucy and Bridget, which were the two best friends in the book, was adorable. Bridget's speech in the epilogue to Lucy, sobbing. But the whole conflict between Bridget and Lucy and I guess Miles that wasn't revealed until the end was kind of annoying, and I actually did not predict it. I just felt like it was dragged out way too long, but I get it. It definitely makes sense with the plot. So I'm just talking in absolute circles. I recommend this book, 3.5 stars, perfect beach read, just not one of my favorite books of the year. Okay, I'm done now. So then I think I'm gonna read one more book for this video, and I have a lot of summer books on my physical TBR on my bookshelf, but I'm actually traveling back to the United States this week for a week and a half, and I already have a lot of stuff I need to pack, and I think I'm only gonna take my Kindle. I was thinking of something on Kindle Unlimited until I got a notification from the Libby app that one of my library books was ready for me. So I'm going to download this book to my Kindle, and this will be the final book I read for this video. And I'm so excited because I haven't read anything by this author. You can absolutely hear the washing machine just going full speed ahead in the background, but what can you do? I'm going to read my first Annabelle Monaghan book. It's called Nora Goes Off Script. I've seen Destiny Sidwell on YouTube and Haley Pham, and I think also Sarah Crowley always talk about this author. Well, not always, but they just recently started talking about this author, and it's perfect because all of her books are summary reads. So I'm going to borrow it, and I will update you guys my initial thoughts on it. Oh my gosh, back to this book. At the end, do you guys read the behind the book and about the author? Because I always do. I did not know that Carly Fortune was from Australia. I just thought she was from Canada because she lives there now, but that's a fun fact. I love reading the discussion questions. And then at the end of this book, she has books I read and loved while writing This Summer Will Be Different. I'm crying. And then she has Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow, Fourth Wing, The Whispers, Tom Lake, Sunshine Nails, Same Time Next Summer. Wait, oh, that's by the same author as the book I was just talking about, Annabelle Monaghan. Hello Beautiful, Life and Other Songs, and The Paper Palace. Between my last clip on the plane to now, 15 days. It's been 15 days since I updated you guys, but nonetheless, I do have updates, and I never shared my initial thoughts on Nora Goes Off Script, but I'll tell you my final thoughts. That's gotta count for something, right? I read about 30% in our apartment, and then I finished it in one sitting, you could say, because it was a 9-hour flight. It was really good. Once you got to about 40%, it was super fast paced, and I was dying to know what was gonna happen. And I really enjoyed the book. It was kind of like a Hallmark movie, and the author mentioned something about that in the author notes, how she grew up loving Hallmark movies. There was no spice, so this is a good one that you can recommend to your family, your mom, your mother-in-law. There was one part that rubbed me the wrong way in this book, and it wasn't even a plot point, it was just like her writing. It was 2 sentences, and I'm not even gonna bring it up because maybe I just took it the wrong way, but when I read it I was like, do you know what you just wrote, girl? But I still think about that line, and I just think it came across the wrong way. I don't know. So overall, I would say this book was a 3.75 star rating, and I was trying to think about what my favorite book from this video was because they were all just average. And I don't know if I can tell you my favorite because it's definitely between Nora Goes Off Script and This Summer Will Be Different, but those are 2 very different books because This Summer Will Be Different is spicy, there's a lot of depth and history to it, and this one, no spice, they fall in love super fast, and just like not the most beautiful writing I've ever seen, but I still really enjoyed both books. So I don't know, between those 2 books for sure. And I will say I'm definitely going to read other books by Annabelle Monaghan. I can't believe I haven't updated you guys in 15 days. vlogger of the year right here, right here. But on that note, this is the end of this cutesy little summer reading vlog. And now that I think about it, Nora Goes Off Script, I don't even know if it takes place in the summer. Oh well, it's a good book to read during the summer still. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new here, do not forget to subscribe. You can like this video if you enjoyed it, but please, please, please subscribe. I was looking at my analytics the other day because I'm obsessed with growing my channel because I love making YouTube videos. And I saw that 45% of people that watch my videos are not subscribed. So you're either a hater or you just forget to subscribe. So please subscribe, comment down below if this is the first time you've seen my video, and I hope you guys will stick around for more reading vlogs coming so soon. Bye.